Hello, everybody. Oh, be patient with me today. It has been a week. Before we'll get into all that. Before I get kicked off again, I've been kicked out of studio a couple times. I'm going to go ahead and bring in my co-hosts. So if I get kicked out, they can still entertain you. First, let's bring in Andrew. How's it going, bud? Hi. I can't hear you? Andrew, can you hear me? Let's bring in David. David,
Can you
can
hear
you
me
hear
now?
me?
Hello.
Okay, there we go. I was making sure it wasn't me because Lord knows I've had my fair share of technical difficulties. Thank you, Andrew, so much. Andrew spent probably about an hour online with me earlier troubleshooting, trying to get this stream up and going earlier
Hold
in the
on one
day.
second.
Test streams. Okay. Oh, see. So,
Wow.
if I'm a little laggy or anything, I apologize. I'm working off my hotspot tonight. So I still don't have internet.
Try that.
Still no internet. They haven't given us an update on when it's going to be hooked back up. So I have behind on content for the channel, behind on prepping for this live stream, but I'm on my laptop. I've got the hotspot going. If it wants to act up, I can hop on my phone later if I need to, if it decides it wants to kick me off. But Andrew had to dip out for a second. David, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm good. I'm good. Hello again to the toy sluts and the basic bitches. Which one are you out there? So you're struggling with internet because of the hurricane, right?
Yeah. It's come back on, went off, come back on, went off. Then it was off for 5 days. We had it back on for probably about 3 or 4, and now it's been off for like 4 days. So I was hoping tonight, but my router's right here blinking red to me still beside me. So uh I called to try to see if I could switch internet companies, and the only other company that provides really fast internet to my area says they're not setting anybody else up right now because of the hurricane stuff. So,
Right.
so there's that.
No
But
more damage
hey,
beyond that for you. You didn't.
say what?
Get hit. You didn't get any more damage. Like you didn't get hit by the storm
No.
in one way.
Luckily, we had trees fall in the woods behind our house, but luckily they all fell the other way and all that. There's definitely I'm sitting here complaining about internet, but at least I have power. At least there's no damage to my house. All my loved ones are safe. I'm safe. So I really have no right to complain. It's first world problems, right? First world
Right.
problems. But it has been a week. Andrew keeps jumping in and out. So let me get this pulled up here. Things might go a little slow. I do want to pull up. Oh, here we go. So I'm going to go over this at the beginning of every show for the foreseeable future. Toy Chat Live, officially thanks to Mr. David Evans Smith here, has been rebranded to Collecting Justified. And for Mr. Dan, who in the chat, the channel name is still just Justin Collects. It's not that hard, Dan. The name of the show is Collecting Justified. I know it's a lot of J's and all, but was Toy Chat Live. Now it's Collecting Justified. So we'll say it slow for you for a few times, my friend. Don't worry. I'm just joking, of course. I love
Are you
Dan.
referring?
I love
You're
Dan. We love Dan.
referring to Dan Horviews? Is that who you're referring to?
right.
Um,
Right.
got it.
So yeah, I'm loving the new name. I've got new merch. I launched a new shirt, Justified, on it and everything. So I'm excited about that. But we also have this slide. So with the success of the channel, super chats and super thanks are now live. So all of your generous donations will go towards keeping Andrew here out of the basement. Now, Andrew doesn't like being in the basement. He wants to stay out as much as possible. So make sure you donate that money so we can keep him out of there. Andrew, poor guy, he spent so much time. So now any week that he's not here, you have nobody but yourselves to blame. So, and on top of that, memberships are now live. You get the emojis, the special, what's it called? You get the channel badges. First tier, you're supporting the channel, just like with both tiers that all three of us, including Alexi, who's not here with us tonight, greatly do appreciate. Any contributions go right back into the channel. like I said, you get those membership badges, the emojis, and special shout outs, which now is a good time to shout out our one channel member, Agent Z-Man. Round of applause for Z-Man. Z-Man, I apologize. I'm going to get a channel membership slide up with like spots for all the channel memberships to put it on the screen. I wasn't able to get that done this week, but I'm going to shout you out now and all the members at the end of the stream as well. On top of that, there is a second tier if you're feeling generous. With that, you get everything from the first tier, all of our stickers delivered straight to your door. That means the stickers I have now, Justified stickers coming soon, maybe. Andrew and Gel stickers, maybe. Who knows? You also get to suggest show topics to us, and there is more to come. I'll eventually start rolling out videos early for channel members and maybe have channel member exclusive live streams. Who knows? I'm not going to promise anything I can't deliver in the moment right now. So, Andrew keeps bouncing in and out. Andrew, are you with us? No. Well, anyway, so while we're waiting on Andrew, David, what do we say? He bounced out again. We say hi to the chat. Of course, David Evan Smith himself was here first. Articulated Heroes, hello, my friend. How are you doing today? And Dan Who Reviews, right? You're sleeping in the chat. You better wake up, Dan, because everybody's favorite is here. Christopher Allen. Hey, Christopher Allen. How's it going, bud? Some loser right here saying something in the chat. Some Justin Collects guy. Stussy. How's it going, Stussy? We missed you last week, man.
Are you back? Did you? So, Stussy, we speculated last week that you were missing because you asked that cashier out and you went on a date and you fell in love and you proposed marriage to her. So, is that what happened? Was it a success? Do you owe this stream for the massive, amazing, positive shift in your life? Let us know. We missed you, Stussy, last week.
Yeah, let us know, Stussy. We missed you, bud. And he's saying he's in the shadow realm. Andrew, yeah, probably. And Damien Ristori's here. Greetings all. Hey, Damien, how's it going, bud? And Stussy did say new drip. Yes, there's new merch in the chat, Stussy. And Andrew said, hey, I'm in the chat now. Yeah, so Andrew, get back on your camera, okay? He said, Wi-Fi being sketchy down here.
Damn.
Well, Andrew, just hop back in, bud, whenever that Wi-Fi starts acting right again. So, David, while we're waiting on Andrew, if I can get that to go away, everything is going so slow right now. I'm hoping my hotspot doesn't give out. But let this be known, Dan. Week 9, consistent through a hurricane, after everything, I'm on my hotspot right now. I don't have internet. Dan, would you stream if you didn't have internet, if you didn't have Wi-Fi? I don't know, my friend. I don't know. But, David, let's get into pickups while we're waiting on Andrew, because I don't know about you, but I've got a good bit. To show off.
You did.
Did you pick up anything new this week?
Well, yeah. I mean, first and foremost, there's a couple of housekeeping things that I need to clear up. One, I happened to catch a live stream that was on Thursday. Like, it's not always on, but it happened to be on this Thursday. The normal co-host wasn't actually on, so I don't know what that was about. But there's some misinformation being spread from the host of that stream that somehow you like stole like live streamers from his channel. That is not the case. What is the case is I work a 9 to 5. Well, I work a job 40 hours a week, and I have to always be at my store closing on a Thursday, which is when this stream normally happens, if it happens. And so I can't always be there for the live stream on his channel on Thursdays. And Sundays, he's been moving the Sunday streams around a lot, changing the weeks. So like I have requested off certain Sundays so that I could be available to do those streams, but then the week is moved. So then then I'm stuck. So the consistency of this channel being on every Saturday at around 8:45 every Saturday has helped me, routinely appear on a live stream. So thank you for your consistency, Justin. I appreciate you. Live streaming,
no problem.
Live streaming with shoddy internet, doing whatever you can to bring consistency to the people. So I appreciate you, Justin. No matter what, you will not be
I'm
stopped.
trying.
That's a beautiful thing
Right.
about your
And
spirit.
quick plug for the channel too. I don't want to bring up, I'm not going to open up any extra tabs. My internet's going slow enough already. But I did finally get an upload up. I got a new review up on the channel, so go check that out. It's the new Sonic 3 figure. I've been trying to get that done for a while, but I never know when I'm going to have internet to actually sit down and edit. So I'm having to do it on my phone and shoddy service when everyone's home during the afternoon. And it took that thing probably 8 hours to upload to YouTube from my phone. So that was fun. But it's up, so everybody go check it out. It's doing pretty decent, with my small channel and everything. So please go check that out. I had fun with that one.
That was a pickup that you showed last, right?
What was that?
That was a pickup Sonic figure that you showed off last week, right? That you had picked up.
A couple weeks ago. I showed it off 2 weeks ago, but I still had it on my desk last week, and I showed it off again. It's just a really fun figure. I need to track down the Shadow now. I know it's basically the same figure, but it's like in black, so it's really cool. And Kenny's here in Counterculture, a blessing and a curse. Yes, it all is, my friend. It all is.
Welcome back,
David.
Welcome back, Andrew. You're on at the moment.
Andrew's back.
And then also I want to celebrate. I'm on vacation this week from work, so I actually, what you're getting now is David Evan Smith. So, like, I napped for a chunk of my day. Anybody that follows me on Instagram knows what I received today. That like, my day has been about my new toy and napping, and so like I haven't showered. I'm casual. The hair is whatever. So this is a very laid back vacation day one. David Evan and Smith, and shout out to Kenny. He's coming to New York Comic Con, which is the focus of the stream this week. Because I'm on vacation, I am going on Friday to New York Comic Con, so be there during the Hasbro panel. They're supposed to be revealing some stuff, so excited to be there live firsthand to see that with my own two eyes. And Kenny and I are going to meet up, and we're going to potentially film a couple little snippets that we can share to you. And I think that other reviewer, that other live streamer is going to do a stream after New York Comic Con Hasbro's panel. So it's, I mean, in his time zone, that's going to be like midnight. But, I appreciate you to get a live stream up every week. So that's always a good thing.
Yeah. I guess if anyone wants to see after the stream, on that Friday, he said he was doing it Friday, right?
Yeah.
So a day late again, whatever. I guess if you want to see Rich M, tune in to Dan Who's channel Friday after Friday evening.
I actually don't think
late
Rich
Friday
M is
night.
Going to be on it. I don't think Rich M's actually going to be on it that week. So late,
but man, never mind then.
We'll see. Oh man, Andrew, poor Andrew. Stussy has an update.
Yeah, Andrew, you froze again. Oh yeah, Stussy says, want to update on the cashier. This past Thursday, she told me it would be her last day there, and maybe we'll see each other around. Ooh. And then, so I decided to pop the question and ask for her number, and she said, "Don't think my boyfriend would like that." Oh man. Then I crashed out and turned into the Joker. It's all right, Stussy. Hey, man, I'm telling you though, asking enough will get even the no's. Don't let it kill your confidence. Let it raise your confidence, because at least you had the cojones to ask. Because I'm telling you, 9 out of 10 guys wouldn't. So bravo, my friend. Bravo.
Super proud. I'm glad you asked for the number. And
yeah,
she had a boyfriend. Exactly. So it is, at least you don't have to wonder for the rest of your life if she would have been, the love of your life. So now you know she's whack. She's dating some loser that is not as cool as you. So when you watch her, like she lost her cashier job. So when you watch her life crumble, you can be confident knowing that maybe if she made a different choice, she would have been happy and successful. So, but you asked the question. Good job, Stussy. Thank you. So,
and could someone in the chat? Hold on, Dave. I'm sorry, bud. I'm sorry. Can someone in the chat just let us, while David's going over his pickups, let us know what the quality of the stream looks like? because if it's dipping or if anybody's skipping too bad for you, I can always try to switch to my phone, and that might be a little better. I can just dip out and dip back in. So just let us know while David goes over his pickups, because it's kind of in and out for me. So I don't know if it's like that for everybody else.
You skipped a little bit when I was talking earlier, but you seem solid now. So I don't know. But yeah, chat, keep us posted on how it's coming through. So I completed the Strange Tales Blackheart Wave this past week. So I know I had a couple of them earlier, but did get the rest of them. So Lilith is here, Mother of Demons, not the daughter of Dracula. Lilith is here. Gave her a little green energy effect. She didn't come with any power effects, so needed to give her something to, spice it up a little bit. Power effects are so essential, like all these characters have abilities. So like being able to illustrate those abilities, I'd rather that than just have them standing there. Also on theme with that, Mr. Damon Hellstrom, the son of Satan, is here. You might also notice I jazzed some power effects up with him too. Gave him a little flame swirly for his hand, and then his staff, I added the flame swirl effect from Typhoid Mary's action figure from her sword, and it actually wraps the trident really nicely. So it the flame hooks up under the little space of it and swirls around that, so that's nice. And then I bought 2 of this figure because I'm gonna add one to my action figure gay bar boy toys. But the second head from that figure, I gave power effects, little lightning pieces. I cut off the lightning effect and glued to his eyes, because the image on the package actually has energy trailing from his eyes, but I really like that look, so I figured I'd bring that to life on the figure. So got a jazzy son of Satan.
A little, little added flair, right?
Yeah, you want to display. You buy this stuff because you want to display it, and I want to display it with some energy and life. So, gonna always customize things a little bit, and then was able to complete the Blackheart figure. So, such an amazing sculpt on this. That purple wash in the hair. I do wish that they kind of peppered it around the body a little bit so that it just, wasn't in only the hair, because it is nice. It gives it a little variation. And then these spikes are serious, and be careful, because could cut yourself.
So they're not soft, or
no, they are when I'm trying to insert the arm to build the figure, you can really pierce the skin with the pointiness of these. They're tiny, so I think that it's easier for them to dig into your skin because they're so small and pointy. But it is a great figure. A little challenging to stand. I've watched a couple of reviews, and the reviewers have been having trouble getting him to stand up. There's not really an ankle pivot, so it's you gotta get his legs in a certain way, and the feet have that, that hunched heel. I don't know how to describe it. There's a certain name for it, but I don't know. But it is a opulent, very fascinating looking figure. So definitely worth the collect.
And that is a bendy wire tail, right?
It is. The bendy wire, it does what it needs to do, but it's a thick tail, so it's hard to get a lot of bends and curves in it that will hold. So it tends to want to go back to, it keeps that bend that I have in it, but it tends to want it's tough. It's tough. So,
Gotcha.
Yeah,
and
but you get
those
some kind
legs.
of.
Sorry, I was just gonna say those legs. Those aren't reused from anything, right? Those are new legs. I wonder what else they could potentially reuse those for.
This whole thing is new sculpt. So, if they were able to do this without the little spikes that are all over him, I was thinking this could become another upgrade to the movie Lizard from No Way Home.
Oh, yeah, yeah, that's a good shout out.
Spikes, but if they had the base body before they added all the little spikes, that might work, because you have a port for the tail to plug in, and you know? So
Yeah.
maybe that. I don't know if he's big enough
There's no
for
way
that.
they're gonna tool up. Yeah, he's pretty big. I mean, there's no way they're gonna tool something like that up to only use it once.
Right. Right. So to be determined. And like maybe they'll just do it on a colorway. Like maybe he'll be like more blue. You know, if they do a Marvel versus
So
Capcom kind of version, you know.
yeah, cell shaded. There you go.
Mm-hmm. Never
Everyone's
know.
favorite.
And then for those of you that do follow my Instagram, if you don't,
Which you should.
like why not? But my Instagram is
The
free, so you
David's
can just
Instagram link. Yeah.
yeah.
Instagram link for everybody is in the description of every live stream. So go click that and follow everybody.
So a custom
Ooh.
from the epic and inimitable Christina Conan who I know from Instagram, of Moondragon in her classic kind of green bikini look. Christina Conan does beautiful figures. She does beautiful face paint. She does beautiful metallics work. Oh, let me see if I can not get so
There
much
you go.
glare.
There, that's a lot better.
Light is very bright. And the cape is from Rebel 10 Customs, also on Instagram. But I highly doubt Marvel and Hasbro are going to release a figure in this costume because it is quite thin.
Yeah.
It's quite light. There's not much coverage here. There's not much support. Displayed once, Rich posted on my Instagram post, like, good to know there's still tit tape in space. So, like, you can, she must tape it on her body to, like, withstand the rigors of outer space. But she keeps the cape for warmth, you know, because she's
There you go.
scantily clad.
That's a
So,
lot more fabric than what she has.
right, right.
That
So
that cape is amazing. That cape is amazing looking.
I love it, and like it's like the just a great deep, rich metallic green.
Oh,
And I've had the cape for a couple of years because I've been waiting on this figure, but the figure is worth the wait. And I just a big shout out to Christina Conan because I have 3 pieces from her. It's obviously this, and then Deathbird, who I've shown before on the internet. And then I have a Boom Boom figure that's designed after the trading card from like back in the 90s, where she's sitting on the pool table.
ooh.
So those are my 3 Christina Conan figures. I actually hit her up today asking if she would be interested in being on one of these streams and talking about the art that she does. So she's open to that. So maybe one of these weeks when there's a low amount of reveals, we can get a customizer on here and have them talk about their art. So, you know,
Oh, that'd be
look,
amazing. That'd be awesome. I'd be down for
yeah,
that.
we'll have to figure it out logistically. She's in Australia, so right now, like when we start at 8:45, it's 11:45 a.m. tomorrow for her. So we'll have to figure out the
Yeah.
logistics, and like she'll let me know like when she's free on uh, a Sunday early afternoon to be able to like jump on with us. But like I have a ton of things I would want to ask
Right.
her. Obviously I would gush about her work, and I would love to get her take on it. She's hilarious. Like I watch her stories on online, and she's great at what she does, but she's also like doesn't take herself too seriously. And she's a fun girl, and she's gorgeous. So I'm sure that everybody would love to see her and hear her Australian accent and talk to her about customizing. So just a thought for a
Oh,
future stream.
definitely. Definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be fun. I'm down for that.
love it.
So, David, was that it for the pickups?
Yeah, man. Yeah. But who knows what's going to be at New York
I'm.
Comic Con Friday? So
Who
we'll
knows?
see.
Who
And
knows?
you said
I'm.
you're a HasLab virgin, right? Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Tragic. Tragic. But HasLab is shipping,
Yeah.
so they sent me multiple emails making sure that your shipping address is right by October 10th. So I'm assuming that means like any day now they're going to be shipping these things out. So Giant Man should be on the horizon. So I would love it if he arrived by Friday next week so that I have him before New York Comic Con. But we'll see. Hopefully he shows up in the week that I'm on vacation. I'm home to actually receive the box, you know?
Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah, you have plenty of time at home to like work them into the display and mess around with it and everything. I hate those weeks where you're just working so much and stuff's coming in and you can't even hardly touch it, and then it builds
Right.
up, and then
Right. I mean, I'm
Speaking
actually.
of speaking
Oh,
of,
sorry.
oh no, you good. Go ahead, bud.
No, I've had a space for a Giant Man in my display for like probably since I moved into this apartment a year ago. Uh, but he's gonna crouch in my classic Avengers shelf. Don't die, Justin. Um, but
Do I need?
but like you said, like it's challenging when you're working all the time. You don't have time to like update your displays and get stuff into the displays. Did Justin fall out? Oh my God, he died. Oh no, is he gone? Okay. Well, what he was saying, yeah. Oh, he's back. Okay, thank God.
I'm still here. I just don't
Thank
want
you,
to talk out
Andrew. I'm
alone
glad
on
you're
camera.
still with us. You all right? You're not choking to death, right, Justin?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay, all right. No,
But
I feel you about
excuse
not
me.
being able
I
to
don't
get
know.
stuff into your displays because you're working so much, and I keep an inventory list. So like, I'm approaching 2,700 action figures on display in my apartment. So I would love to update by 1027 when Hasbro does their like big 1027 event to have 2,700 on my apartment on display in my apartment by 1027. So that's my new goal. I think I'm like 20 figures away from that, but I have some things that I need to filter in. So I might be able to get there. We'll see. We'll see. Stay tuned.
Nice. I apologize for everybody. There's kind of a delay on my end too, so I'm not trying to talk over anybody or anything. But Andrew, speaking of things building up, you told me that you have a lot of stuff, a lot of pickups and everything. So, Andrew, what did you pick up? And I'm trying to get this layout to work right. This is probably not the day to mess around with my layouts. No.
It is what it is.
This one, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. Here, we'll just go solo with Andrew. Andrew, go over your pickups. I don't know. I can't see what it's doing on my screen.
Yeah. So you were there for at least 3.
There we
go. Little Captain Rex that I finally got. Been looking for that one.
Oh, nice.
The Mace Windu Clone Wars edition. And then I finally picked up one, a Jango Fett. Been looking for one. I just hadn't really actually bought one yet. So then I told you I had a lot. I even got some shelf warmers from Ollie's because I'm thinking about doing a cantina scene. So Dr. Evanson, has been sitting in Ollie's forever. So Ponda Baba from Ollie's. And I'm thinking about doing a bounty hunter display at some point whenever I can finally put it back here. Dengar. I got Dengar.
Okay.
Also got Figuring Dan.
Oh, nice.
And then I've already got a Bo-Katan, but I went ahead and picked up this one just because honestly I like the paint on it better. I mean, it just looks a lot better compared to the other one. I'll have to send you a comparison picture of the two of them.
Gotcha. Is it like a carbonized version or just an updated version?
But anyway, the clearance section at Walmart is marked as an HK-87 Assassin's droid for $8, but it's Morgan Elsbeth. And I did her a disservice. Description on the back. They didn't even give her a description. I'll have to.
Oh man,
that one. It's kind of funny. But last but not least, I'm branching out of Star Wars. I'm looking into getting cars. Cars.
Nice.
Only the radio gang.
Oh, hey man, that's cool. I I have like a whole Disney Pixar, like a couple cubes in my display. So I kind of would like, my son's got one of the big Lightning McQueens. I kind of would like one of those to go in that shelf for that. But I can't take his because he wouldn't have it. He wouldn't have it. But he's got basically all the characters. But no, hold on. I don't want. There we go. There we go. Okay. Andrew, was that it? That was a lot. That was a lot.
I mean, honestly, they're
like you were saying, like shelf warmers.
Yeah. They've been sitting on the shelves for long. So, well, these are also going to be shelf warmers too, if we're going to go ahead and show them. Some of the Inquisitors. So this is Reva. And then, Fifth Brother. So, that's pretty much it, honestly. Like I said, it was a lot.
Nice.
That's over the past few weeks.
Yeah. You say shelf warmers, but I mean, you got to get those characters that go to the clearance to help fill out your world build, right? Your world build. So,
yeah.
I'm sorry, you're kind of going I don't know if it's on your end or if it's on my end, but you're kind of going robot voice mode there for a second. And I think, David, you're frozen on my screen too. So it's probably me. It's probably me.
Oh, there he goes. He froze.
But
that's it.
Are we froze for everybody?
I can see and hear both of you. Can you? Am I frozen?
Okay. If it's just on my end, if everyone else can see and hear us, I can just keep going. I just work my way through it. But Andrew, so for my pickups, it's a good bit too. I try not to die on stream. Like you alluded to, I was there for 3 of your pickups. Because we went and met up at our local toy store, the one probably like 5 minutes down the road, Cosmos. And easily, if you're ever in the upstate South Carolina area, make sure you check out not only Toy Federation, but also Cosmos in the Easley area. It's an amazing store. The owner, Dan's a great guy. He'll hook you up. But so I guess I'll get into what I got there. Sorry, David. Click the wrong button. There we go. So I have been putting off getting this guy. Just never got around to it. And I finally picked up Stan Lee.
Nice.
Gotta have a Stan Lee. I don't know why it took me so long to get him. It just never lined up. I never saw him on the shelves in my area. And I've had chances to pick him up, like on the aftermarket and everything, just never pulled the trigger. But got him.
Where are you going to display him?
Also, I haven't figured that out yet. I've got to move some shelves around anyway, to move some stuff around. I'll find somewhere for him. I might put him, like hide him in my animated Spider-Man display, maybe kind of like in the background or something. Or
with the
I don't
MCU
know. That's the cool thing. Yeah, I could hide him in my MCU display too. You could put him pretty much anywhere. Is the cool thing, because he's Stan Lee, you know. So I don't know. I might just move him around constantly. Might be one of those. I also got the retro carded War Machine. I love this. And Andrew, I don't know if you remember, I almost didn't get it. He was asking me if there was anything else I was looking for. I was like, well, you wouldn't happen to have a retro carded War Machine, would you? He's like, oh, I should have one loose in the bag on the wall over there. And sure enough, this is something that, again, I never saw in my area. This is nostalgic for me from the animated shows. I remember him crossing over and just being in the Iron Man animated series. And in my mind's eye, this is what he looked like.
Yes.
And came complete with all the blast effects, all the hands and everything. Love this thing. It's amazing.
That's great. I like that better than the deluxe silver one. That looks so much more mind's eye animated version. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's what made me ask, because he had the deluxe one in the glass case. And when he asked me that, I was like, oh, you wouldn't happen to have this one, would you? And now I've got the now he's going to find, he's got it in the back somewhere. He said he had got it in a trade. He said he's got 2 of them. The more animated, it came with the proton cannon Iron Man, the retro carded Iron Man. He's going to dig one out and hold it for me, because I'm going to replace my like more gold colored one with the more yellow one that came with the proton cannon.
Mm-hmm.
And what else did I get? Oh, also, shout out to all my Star Wars peeps out there. Kurt K, Compulsive Collector John. I got my second Stormtrooper to put next to my Darth Vader. So I'm not going to army build past that. Andrew knows my Star Wars collection is very minuscule. Anybody who watched our Star Wars stream knows my Star Wars collection is very minuscule. So that's for the Cosmos pickup. I want to give a big shout out to Collecting Rush.
Woo.
Rush sent me out Secret Wars Doctor Doom. I went over this couple streams ago why this figure is nostalgic to me. I had this Secret Wars figure. Mine broke at the crotch piece, like the legs kept falling off. I don't really remember if I had any of the other ones, but this was my Doctor Doom figure growing up. And just the resemblance to the original one is uncanny. I absolutely love this. I don't really have a spot for it because I don't really have a Secret Wars shelf. I don't know how many of the Secret Wars figures I'm going to get, but I can find somewhere for him. And also, I've been filling out my Mario shelf. I had a big Mario haul the other day. So I found Dry Bones marked down. Gotta love this guy. He's got an articulated mouth. It's just these figures are so fun, especially when you can find them for cheap. Found that one marked down. Found Ice Luigi marked down to $3 at Target randomly, which is a newer one. So I'm filling that shelf out. Speaking of filling shelves out, I'm all in, of course, on the Pokemon Select Trainer Team Series Target exclusive line. This is Ceruledge. It's just an amazing. It's from the Scarlet Violet games. Awesome, like night type Pokemon with like flaming swords for hands. Tell me this thing isn't awesome.
Wow.
These things are really well articulated. Some of them are hit or miss, like the legendary dogs really lack on articulation. So, but this guy's awesome. I was really excited for him. We've got more coming. And a guy I waited on, Toxicity, is a little older now. It came out with Flygon. I didn't want to pay full price for him. Actually got this guy on Macari for $6.50. So just an awesome figure. I'm going to have to move my collection around because I'm running out of space for Pokemon. And that's not it. From Target, got my new Let There Be Carnage Venom. I haven't opened it. I've got the original Sony Venom in the collection. I'm kind of not looking forward to opening them as much because Deep Lake Makes Damien said that he was very disappointed by his when he opened it. Said the tendrils on the back are not bendy wire, and besides that, it's the exact same figure besides the paint. So I'm definitely not going to keep both in my collection. I'm going to open it. I might do a review. I don't know. And compare them and then decide which one I want to sell on and which one I want to keep. I love that look. The movies aren't great. They're okay. But I don't need two movie Venoms in my collection. And I picked up the Street Fighter Chun-Li from Cosmos a couple weeks ago. And I'm falling further down the rabbit hole because Guile and Cammy are coming out. So I've got them on pre-order because Guile was who I always played as. And also Cammy. So I was like, oh, I got to get Cammy because I've got Chun-Li and I'm getting Guile. And I was like, well, I need a Ryu. But I didn't want the Player 1 Ryu because I had an older sister and an older brother growing up. So playing fighting games, if I ever wanted to use one of the main characters, they were usually the Player 2 skin. So this is more iconic to me with the blue and the gray. And oh man, these figures, I'm a little embarrassed that it took me so long to get on the Jada wagon. Because guys, I'm telling you, if you don't have one, just get one in your hand. Like this Ryu, it just moves just amazing. This is like an SH Figure Arts, but it feels sturdier. It's import quality. It's great. And oh man, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble because now I'm kind of thinking like, do I want to fill out the whole roster? I don't know. That M Bison's looking pretty good. Do I want the regular one or do I want the BBTS colorway exclusive? I don't know. But David, you're gonna love this pickup. I saved the one you'll like most for last. You'll be proud of me.
Yes.
I got the Phoenix. And not only did I get Phoenix, but I caught it on the Target app. You know, they had it mispriced or whatever for $34. And they had the sale going. So it was $24.99 before my red card discount and free shipping. So guys, if you can get it for a good price, or just get it. This base is amazing. The articulation on her is really good for a Marvel Legends female figure. They need to do them all like this or better, because she actually has torso articulation, double jointed elbows and knees, pinless. They're not wobbly knees. And oh man, this base on camera and pictures just really don't do it justice. When you get it in hand, you can put like a light behind it or something. It's awesome. But that is it for my pile of pickups. So let's get my ugly mug off the screen. There we go. We get some better looking guys back in here. So guys, now that we spent almost an hour on pickups and trying to get this stream off the ground, let's get into our main topic. But I don't feel bad. That's what most streams do anyway. They talk and talk and talk and then do like their main topic for 30 minutes at the end. New York Comic-Con. Sadly, me and Andrew, we're down south. What? Huh? Oh, you said woo. I thought I forgot something. I thought you were saying whoa. David's gonna be going. He's gonna be our man on the ground, getting all that news for us and everything. Me and Andrew, we live down here in South Carolina, so we're not gonna be making the trip up. We've got Retro Toy Con to save for, right, Andrew? Right. I'm looking forward to that. But David, you're What'd you say, Andrew?
I said November. Retro.
Oh, yeah. But David's going to New York Comic Con. And David, am I right to say it's like the second biggest one after San Diego?
I think so. I mean, it seems like they've not been big into like reveals at New York Comic Con in prior years. Like the last one I went to was 2022, which was the Cursed Engine of Vengeance HasLab, which didn't succeed. So like they didn't have a reveal there. They just had like a clear box with all the options for Engine of Vengeance HasLab in it. So I don't remember the last time I was at a New York Comic Con when they did a reveal of new stuff. So I'm excited for that. It's the Hasbro panel on Friday. I think 5:15 to 6:15. So they're gonna do reveals for everything in their properties: Star Wars, Ghostbusters. What else? I clearly don't collect all the lines from Hasbro, but Legends, obviously, but G.I. Joe, Classified, like they're going to have a bunch of announcements during that hour. So it should be jam-packed. I checked and McFarlane Toys is represented there, and they're doing a panel, but it's from 5 to 6. So it's overlapping the Legends like the Hasbro panel by 15 minutes. Like it's the same amount of time, just off by 15 minutes. So can't go to that, unfortunately, because I'll be at the Hasbro one. But I know that Kenny's going to come and cross paths with me there, and we're going to try to do the Hasbro panel together. And then D. Blake Makes is going on Friday as well. So hopefully we can connect with D. Blake Makes there while we're all there. And anybody else that's going, hit us up. Let me know. Slide into my Instagram DMs or in the chat here and say if you're headed out. I think I saw somebody on, I think Ray Ortiz, who's on the Thursday UK YouTubers stream, said he was going to New York Comic Con. So if you're there Friday, hit me up. So I would love to just meet anybody in the community that participates in these live streams and loves the toy talk as much as we all do.
Exactly. Get a nice group picture and everything. Right? The UK guys always get to meet up because they're all like 6 miles from each other. They get these group shots. It makes me jealous, man. It makes me jealous. But
it's a shame you guys
and
can't
one
come.
of these years,
rent a little.
That's what I'm saying.
Car and come up,
Right. Yeah. One of these years, we all have to have like a big US meetup and everything, that'd be fun. Find like a good neutral, good. I think New York Comic Con would probably be the most neutral it would get, at least here on the East Coast. Sadly, I don't think I'm ever going to get out to SDCC. That'd be pretty expensive all the way from over here. So,
and it's such a big con in
um,
SEC that like I feel like I'd get lost there. You know, like New York Comic
yeah,
Con is in the Javits Center, and if anybody's ever been there, it's a big space, but it's generally like one large convention hall room, and then there's like an artist alley where a bunch of artists like will do art and sign works for you, or and then they do like there's a different area where there's all the panels and like autograph signings and photo ops with celebrities. I know Elizabeth Olsen, Scarlet Witch is going to be there. Paul Bettany is going to be there.
Ooh.
Vision. There's a bunch that I was scrolling through the website and looking at who's going to be there this time. So it's good. But I feel like San Diego Comic-Con would be like too huge, and you're flying. I'd be flying across the entire country to go there for a weekend, and like I'd probably see all the same stuff I could see in a shop here or that I bought already. So I don't know if it's really worth it, but New York Comic Con is a good time. So there's a lot of cosplayers. There's always something to see, and there's going to be a presence from McFarlane, Hasbro, Jada Toys, NECA. A lot of toy companies are showing up. So if you love toys, come through.
Exactly. So as far as predictions, for Hasbro products, is there anything you're hoping for, David?
I mean, I'm at a place with I truly, and this is not a McFarlane thing, I truly don't collect a lot of the lines from Hasbro. I don't collect anything Ghostbusters, but the HasLab for Ghostbusters is heavily rumored to be the Ecto-1 car in 1/12 scale. So I'm considering that, even though I truly don't have one Ghostbusters. No, I'm lying. I have a Hasbro selfie series of myself on a Ghostbuster figure, but that's it. So, but I have a bunch of Batmobiles from McFarlane. I have that. I forget what the name of that ATV or Jeep that was from GI Joe Classified, but I have that.
The Vamp.
Yeah, I have the Vamp. So like I have a bunch of vehicles. So the Ecto-1 is kind of like one of those iconic, nerd life vehicles that you would want in your collection. So depending on how much it costs and like how nice it looks, I might go in on that. But I don't have any like high hopes to see anything particular from Ghostbusters or GI Joe or Dungeons and Dragons or whatever other things that Hasbro's doing. I don't collect Star Wars. I'm sorry, so I wouldn't even know what name to throw out there for a Star Wars hope. But with Legends, I'm also at a place where like I have so many that it's like certain costumes that I would like to see for characters, or upgrades of pin lists. But even that feels like I'm kind of double dipping and like spending my money on the same thing over and over again when I get a pinless version of something I have already. So I can't say that I have a major hope. I would love for them to finish Excalibur with Rachel Phoenix and X-Force with a Liefeld style Feral figure. Hepzibah and Raza to finish Starjammers. And there's a lot of talk that the Dragon Man pre-order is closing the day before New York Comic Con, so they might reveal a new pre-order that launches then. Don't know about that, but curious to see what it would be. I can't think. I'm running out of big characters that I really need in my collection, so I don't know. I'm happy with the Fin Fang Foom I have in my top shelf already, so I don't need a new one technically.
Is that the original or the KO that was making the rounds?
That's the original. That is accumulated from the Hulk wave, authentic, verified, Bonafide,
Justified.
Justified, Fin Fang Foom. So yeah, that's the real thing.
Nice.
But yeah, for Legends, like I guess those are my only real hopes there. Like completing some of these teams, like and New Mutants male body, because we have so many of that female Danny Moonstar, Karma, Wolfsbane, female New Mutants uniform. It's been years, and we haven't gotten the male version of that uniform. So let's just finish that out, please.
Right. They could maybe do like a multi-pack with like kind of like how like they do sometimes with like the same body but different heads and stuff. So you can mix and match maybe.
Yeah, we need Cannonball, Sunspot, Cypher all in that costume. So a one body that, but he would need to detach at the waist so Cannonball could be on the little like blast off effect. And you'd need like a depowered and powered up Sunspot head. So, you know, there's a lot you could pack into. I just want it as one figure, but like give us all the heads and the options so that you can mix and match and turn them into all the characters, you know? Damien Ristori.
Nice.
Yeah,
I was trying to get the comment. My side's lagging really bad right now. I apologize. Trying to get that comment
Damien
brought up.
Ristori said big characters that are
It's not
hopefully on
popping
the
up
radar
for me.
are Frost Giants, Mangog, Curse, and Ultimo. Yeah, I mean, I have the Frost Giants from Marvel Universe behind my Asgardian shelf up there, but yeah, I wouldn't mind some new Frost Giants within the Marvel Legends aesthetic. Mangog, I feel like is a really weird looking character from like Strange Tales that I can't quite picture. And Justin fell off a little bit, so hopefully Justin comes back. And then Curse, I don't even know what he looks like. Ultimo, I know from the Iron Man cartoon, like a big oversized robot. Yeah, I mean, people say Celestials, but like, I don't think any of them are like that major to warrant making them. I would like actually a Clint Barton Goliath figure when he was growing large, and a couple of Goliaths. I would take Bill Foster Goliath, um, the Thunderbolts evil version Goliath, Eric Jostin, I think is his name. But yeah, anything on your radar, Andrew, for like Marvel Legends? I know that's not your primary line, but
Yeah, it's not my primary line. I mean, I guess anything MCU that they haven't done yet. I mean, I don't even know what they have done. So,
well, what movie was your favorite MCU that you would want figures from?
I liked Endgame was good. I mean, I don't know
that
what.
was the epic finale. So we have most of the characters from that, but any like favorite character that you'd want to get your hands on for an action figure?
Maybe like a good Iron Man from like the first movie.
Oh, okay, yeah.
With
I mean,
the
there's
round
opportunity
chest.
to go back and like revisit a lot of the early MCU figures because some of those storylines were not where they are right now, with technology and the face printing and all of that. So, yeah, I would love for them to revisit some of that. Yeah, I mean, MCU has an opportunity to like. We've been in a dry spell with MCU with no real movies this year, so like I'm kind of been disconnected to what MCU is would even be putting forth. And we just got that Man Thing from the Werewolf by Night special. Did you watch that on Disney Plus, Andrew? It was interesting. It was done in black and white and like very old Hollywood kind of horror movie vibes. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. So it's if you want a spooky Halloween vibe with a little Marvel flair, like check it out.
Yeah.
You know, my screen went black for a minute.
Yeah, mine too.
Justin,
can you guys hear me?
Like, I can hear you now.
Oh,
Can't
okay.
see you.
So I switched over to my phone. and my camera's just not coming up. Here, let me try to go out and go back in.
All right.
Okay. We'll be here. We'll hold it down for you. Oh man, but see how hard we are working to bring a stream to the viewers. Consistency. Yeah, so some MCU characters, and so what about Star Wars though? Are you hoping for some reveals from that?
Yeah. So I've been seeing some leaks online of them redoing the Commander Cody body. I guess just getting like a reprint. So I mean, I got this one. This is the archive version.
Okay.
I don't know what year it came out. What am I doing?
I'm back. Okay.
Welcome back. He's back on camera. Is this on your phone or on your?
Yeah, this is on my phone. It was just getting way too laggy. I couldn't pay attention. I couldn't really hear what anybody was saying. It looks a little better. Let me know. Does this look better to y'all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot. Good.
Yeah.
A lot.
You look sharp. You're present. You're with us.
I always look sharp. I always look sharp, David. What the kids call this? I don't know.
Relax. We need to be able to fit your head in the frame. Okay.
Right? It's getting a little too big. I don't know. I haven't like shaved in 2 days. My wife's about to have a conniption.
That's what it looks like when you don't shave for 2 days. Like, I feel like I shaved like 2 weeks ago, but I'm like getting my mustache growing into my mouth.
Really?
You know?
I told her I kind of want to grow it out just to see what it looks like, and she's not a fan. Not a fan. We'll see. I'll probably be clean shaven next Saturday, guys. So is my audio sound good? Everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're good.
Sweet. All right. So, sorry everybody. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm gonna catch up with the chat a little bit. And Kenny did say it's now your show, David.
Oh,
me and Andrew are having all these technical difficulties. And
everyone fell in the basement.
Damien said, basement dweller, Andrew, did you get I don't know what this name is. Hammerhead? He's probably my favorite Star Wars figure this year.
Yeah, I haven't got it yet. I have seen it. It's released, I think. Or at least up for pre-order. I'm not too sure.
Gotcha.
But I have seen.
Articulated Hero said, everything seems fine. Justin was a little pixely, though. Well, is it better now? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe using the phone as the hotspot for the laptop wasn't a good idea. But it's easier to do all this from the laptop. It's very difficult from the phone. And let's see here. Oh, Damien Ristori also said, I guess my Stan Lee could hang out on my Marvel sign behind me. That's a good idea. I think, you know what, Damien? That's probably where I'm going to put him. Because that Marvel sign has a pretty thick frame at the top. I think I can do that. I can also get some type of stand to make sure he stays up there. Put Stan on the stand. And Stussy said, I would put him with the Marvel Heroes display. You have the Fantastic Four and Modular Iron Man. Yeah, that was my other thing. Which I think that's where I'm going to put my other Doom, too.
Do you have a Fantastic Four display, Justin?
I do. It's just the four. It's the four of them, and it's the retro carded versions. Well, the Fantastic Four carded versions with that carded Doom. Okay. And in that same cube is my Cap and my Iron Man. So it's kind of in my mind, those are that's my other animated series. Mm-hmm. So it goes Spider-Man, X-Men, and then the other, like kind of a hodgepodge of the rest of them. In a perfect world, I would have enough room on the top right there to put them all up there kind of intermingling. Mm-hmm. But I would have to, this room needs to be redone. I need some different shelving, I think, eventually. And Stussy said,
Stan Lee is such a Fantastic Four. Like that's his, seems like his favorite family, like the first family of Marvel. So I have mine in the old Toy Biz Fantastic car on the wall, with Thor's hammer and the shield that he comes with in the package with his autograph on it. So he's kind of presiding over Galactus's shoulder. And then the Jack Kirby Ninja Turtles figure, animated looking Jack Kirby is with the Fantastic Four also.
That's a good one. I kind of wish I'd picked that one up when I saw it too. But
You
know,
should still get it.
Yeah, just like Andrew, let me know if you see another one of those George Lucas Stormtroopers because I kind of want one.
All right.
Just
I need them on.
Makari. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. And Damien. Oh, I'm sorry, Stussy. I almost didn't say Star Wars. What's that?
Oh,
Stussy, you were here for the Star Wars stream, right? Yeah. You know how we were dead in the water without Andrew. It's not Andrew's fault. He tried his best to make it, but his probation from the basement wasn't up yet.
yeah.
Damien said, big characters that are hopefully on the Hasbro radar are Frost Giants, Manang, and Curse of Ultimo. David, I know the Frost Giants, but I'm not familiar with the other two.
Yeah, when you were glitching, I was kind of going through that comment because that was what was up on the screen. Mangog, I feel like, is like a really weird, like, he looks like Where the Wild Things Are kind of overstuffed animal character that was on like a Strange Tales cover, I think, but I can't picture him. Curse, I can't picture. Ultimo, I know, was in the Iron Man cartoon, so if you watch that 90s show, Ultimo was like this oversized robot that was like, I am Ultimo the Deliverer, and like he Iron Man was chasing him around trying to dismantle him. But for me, like, Frost Giants are like the only thing I would probably pick from that. Mangog, if he looks crazy enough, I would probably get that to, like, you know, just have a weird looking figure on the shelf from Marvel history. Yeah.
And Damien did say, we're clear now. And
Okay.
Articulated Hero says everything's better. And Damien also was asking if we were watching, if it was the Twilight Zone now. I guess the screen going black there for a second, me coming in and out. Anyway, I'm sorry, guys. Where were we with David? We were on you about your kind of, do you want to just go like a brand at a time around the table? And then, because the only ones I was really thinking about talking about was Hasbro. We know Hasbro's going to be there. Jada's going to be there. Who else?
NECA's going to be there.
NECA. And
McFarlane is going to be there.
McFarlane. And honestly, I think if anyone has a lot of reveals, I'm kind of thinking it's going to be McFarlane. But I can wait for my turn with that. Do y'all want to just each talk about all of them broadly, or just go one at a time so we can all get some talking points across?
Well, when you dropped off, I was talking to Andrew about like what he wants to see from like Marvel Hasbro, and then we started going and veering into Star Wars from Hasbro. So that's where we were when you dropped back in. But Andrew, if you had more from Star Wars that you want to talk
about? I mean, yeah, maybe I've seen that they're redoing the Commander Cody figure. Honestly, I would like to see another reprint of Episode 3 Anakin.
Yes.
So he's grown. At that point, he's like Hayden Christensen.
Yes.
Version, right? Okay.
Yeah,
Not Little Child Anakin, because that was like Episode 1, right?
Right. Yeah. Little kid.
I know a little bit. Bit.
And that'd be perfect timing, right? Because SHF is re-releasing their Episode 3 Anakin. So these companies know what each other's doing, and they want to, you know, whether it be cop blocking or trying to dip in the honey well too. They know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. So that's a good call out, Andrew. And also, I got some good news. I got an email from GameStop about my Phantom Menace 3-pack possibly processing soon. So I'm excited about that.
I pre-ordered too, so I'm just waiting on it.
Yeah, check your email. All it was telling me to make sure my payment information was correct, so there wouldn't be any delays. So, like I need any more. You saw everything I freaking showed off today. But that's I feel like they have to do an Anakin. So they're re-releasing Phantom Menace and figures and everything. They're doing all that. They're gonna, if it's not at NYCC, they're gonna be re-releasing an Anakin or just a brand new one sometime soon with Black Series. They have to, because I think Vintage Collection released a new Anakin, didn't they?
They did. I've actually got that on pre-order too.
Nice. And that's two sides to the same coin. So you would assume it'd be coming too.
Right.
Andrew, is there anything besides Star Wars stuff that you're maybe hoping to see? I know you're dipping your toe a little bit and like thinking about you're flirting with Legends a little bit, but it's a deep hole. So if you've got your thing that you want to stick to, telling you, but man, just following other stuff, it's tough. It's tough.
I mean, I think if I was going to get into Legends, I'd probably just stick with MCU, like original Avengers.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
some Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. And they're pretty affordable now too. I mean, there's some it's hit or miss, but they've re-released different ones. And if you're not too picky about what costume from what movie, you can build out an Avengers. I'd say the hardest David, would you say like maybe the hardest one to pick up would maybe be a good MCU Hulk?
I don't know. I mean, again, like I know Andrew's loved Endgame, so like you could probably you can't get that bodysuit that he wore in Endgame. Legends hasn't done that, but like you'd probably get a recent Hulk, MCU Hulk, pretty decently. I think you'd probably have a tough time getting a good price Scarlet Witch, like from the Avengers era. Like the WandaVision one is probably easy to come by, but like
Ollie's.
True, but like true Avengers, like in her like coat with the bustier, like probably would have a tough time finding that.
Yeah.
Vision probably too.
The Vision Scarlet Witch 2-pack is the best one you can find to get both of those, because that's the better Scarlet Witch. She's recolored from her original release where she had more brown hair and it was less red. Besides that, it's the exact same figure. The face sculpt's a little better, if I'm remembering correct. It's back there on my shelf. And that Vision is better than the translucent Vision that was single packed in an Endgame wave, because I've had both of those. Art G's in the chat. Hey Art G, how's it going, bud? Thank you for showing up. And but yeah, Andrew, I would say piece by piece, go slow. Speaking of that Endgame Hulk, Legends hasn't done one yet in that suit. I've actually got the Marvel Select in my collection up there. So, and RG does say, I don't expect Hasbro reveals during NYCC. They don't have a presence as booth at NYCC. Hasbro typically does the reveals their annual 1027. Yeah.
Well, but they are. It's confirmed. They have a panel from 5:15 to 6:15 on Friday. And in the description of the panel, they talk about there's some changes to the team that works on G.I. Joe. And there's going to be some exciting reveals about Marvel Legends. So at least that. But they're going to talk about all of their brands. They will talk about Ghostbusters. They will talk about Star Wars. They will talk about, and they mentioned Vintage Collection and Black Series as regarding Star Wars. So there's an hour where they're going to be revealing stuff for each brand at New York Comic Con. So it is happening this year. It hasn't in prior years, as we talked about, but it is. Yeah.
Art said, good to know.
Are you going, RG, to New York Comic Con?
Meet up and get a picture with David Evan Smith.
Yeah.
David, do you have any stickers left? Hold a sticker up.
I have one, but I'm saving it to wear to New York Comic Con.
Yeah, so, for the pictures, right?
You know. So represent always. I'm probably gonna be wearing a Dan Who shirt, but I'll have a Justin.
Just put my sticker over his face. It's fine. It's fine.
Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan.
Articulate Hero says Hasbro Pulse announced they're having a panel. And he said, of course, the year I'm not going to meet everybody. Damon said, if you like Marvel, keep an eye out on the Diamond Select reveals. Ooh, maybe some good reveals. So, for me, I'm not necessarily expecting a lot of reveals, because I think last year they didn't really reveal a lot. It was mainly they had Giant Man there in person, right? If I'm remembering correctly. I mean, they might allude to something, but if they're saying they've got something to reveal, I'm just trying to think. I'm like you, David. I don't really need that many Legends. I say that. I say that now because I haven't seen anything new. I don't need a whole lot of new Legends right now. I've pretty much, I don't really collect comic. I collect animated series stuff inspired. So for that, I mean, I need some more Spider-Man animated series characters. So maybe we might see one reveal there. That'd be great. They've said nothing to allude to that. I still need a Blade. I still need a Punisher from the Spider-Man animated series.
Well, they said that they're resting the VHS, but they'll still continue to do animated series figures. So that is kind of a hint that they're gonna continue to feed the well with that,
Hopefully.
So don't give up hope.
And
did you get the Daredevil Hydra Man set?
Yeah,
you did?
I like it. I like it. A lot of people hating on the Hydra Man, but I wish he had better water accessories. Besides that, I was kind of impressed with how it looks in hand.
Yeah,
I mean, they could have done more with it. I'll give it that. But we can always ask for more. But what is there? I feel like they did pretty good with this translucent water looking. I wish the water effects were better. But that Daredevil,
I wish they would have figured a way to like use the water arms from the other one as interchangeable, so that you get more. But again, like we can always ask for more. But I like the way it turned out. The clean like paint apps of the white highlights to like bring out that face. It was good.
It kind of suffers from the same thing that the No Way Home Sandman suffers from. They just didn't quite do enough with it. Mm-hmm. But pivoting to that, maybe we'll get some type of reveal with Lizard or Electro, maybe something. That'd be nice. It's been a while. They said that they were for sure coming, but then again, they've got to save stuff for 10/27. So who knows? There's gonna hopefully at least be a couple reveals with Jada. I really hope that they show off more of the Scooby-Doo line. That's the thing I want to see with them. We've pretty much seen everything as far as Street Fighter. They finish out the roster. They're going to keep going with new colorways and stuff and variants.
I would just like to put this out there. I would love if like they could drop this Street Fighter wave is available to purchase at New York Comic Con today. Like I would love a surprise like that where you can actually get your hands on the toys right then and there and walk out from New York Comic Con with a new wave that you didn't think was available yet, like a physical drop. Like, can we get a physical drop? I feel like McFarlane's the one that comes closest to that. Like, the shortest window of like pre-order to in hand, but like I would love for somebody to do that as a surprise reveal. Here they are. You can buy them right now. From any company.
With Jada's Scooby-Doo line, did they say it was going to be waves of 3 figures at a time?
I think so. Yeah, I think it was supposed to be like 1. And if Collecting Rush is in the chat, is Collecting Rush in the chat today?
I haven't seen him yet.
Oh, but I think if I remember from what he said, because he's following the line very closely, 1 Scooby character and 2 monsters per wave to kind of spread out like the main cast throughout the releases. So,
and we already know what wave 1's going to be. It's going to be Shaggy and who are the 2 monsters? It's going to be I forget their names.
Yeah, I don't remember any of the monster names at all. Like it was always like old Mr. Willikers from the carnival.
Speaking of Rush, something he did say on Dan Who's stream was maybe we'll get a look at the packaging. And he shouted out that it would be really cool if like the Street Fighter packaging is the front of that arcade. If the front of the Scooby-Doo packaging was like the front of the Mystery Machine and the window is them sitting in the front seats. So shout out.
That'd be nice.
Oh man. I feel like that is something they would do. I don't know if you've ever seen any of the streams that like June is on from Jada, but he is very passionate about the action figures and stuff. So they went above and beyond with Street Fighter. So I'd love to see that. But Z-Man is in the chat. What's up, Z-Man? Drop the emojis. I need to update the emojis, Z-Man. Andrew's going to have a different emoji here soon. It's going to be cool. Z-Man right now is the only member of the Justified. He is the only one here who is Justified. I just put that out there.
Exclusive club.
Exactly. So if you also want to be Justified, make sure you hit that join button. It's right there, right below. if you're on iOS and you're in the YouTube app, you'll have to open the web page browser and go into desktop mode. Just go to my channel. It'll be right there and you can join. Appreciate you, Z-Man. And Will Beatty is here. He said, I'm ready for characters from Street Fighter Alpha 3, 4, 5, and 6. I think now that they're rounding out Street Fighter 2, they'll probably get to them eventually. And
how long do you think it's going to take for them to come through with all of those Street Fighter figures? Like if they're doing waves of like 3 or 4 figures, like every couple months?
A while probably, because they're a smaller company and it's taken them a while to get everything out. You know, once they reveal it, it takes a while. Like I've been waiting on like Guile for a little while now, and it's finally on pre-order. But they're doing them right. So if they're gonna do them right, if this formula is working, I'm fine with it. I can wait.
When is that pre-order supposed to ship? Do you know?
I'd have to look. I'm not sure.
Like this year?
It's either late this year or early next year.
Okay.
I believe. I know Guile was behind the other ones. It might be arriving later because something with the shoulders weren't right, so they had the factory redo it. And that's what I'm talking about. I'm okay with waiting if you're going to do it right.
Right.
Damien said 10,000-volt ghost, if you're asking, Justin. I guess that's talking about, what's his name?
The monsters of the Scooby-Doo?
No. Maybe. I was thinking he might have been talking about the No Way Home wave. That might have been alluding to what's his name? Not Lizard, but Electro. I don't know, but maybe Scooby-Doo line. I'm sorry, Damien. I'm getting to the chat late. RG did say he goes every year, all 4 days, be meeting up with Ryan Ting on occasion. Ooh.
Nice
interview art maybe for your channel. I look forward to that. He said, I remember last year Jada partnered with a booth. I forget which one, and they provided the SDCC Evil Ryu for purchase to see if they have a booth this year. Is awesome. Ooh,
okay.
So maybe they'll have something, maybe a little bit of product.
That'd be great. I mean, Jada does the cereal monsters too, right?
And those are
Chester,
right? Yeah, they might have some flaming hot Chester cheetahs there.
And the Tony the Tiger is coming from them, right? So
yeah, maybe an update on that. Yeah, and maybe a reveal on another food mascot, maybe.
What would you want? What would you want for the next one to be?
You know what? I want a Captain Crunch.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I want a Captain
little
Crunch.
Short, like
Captain
Crunch. Or I would love a Toucan Sam.
Oh, yeah. And I wonder if they could get some reuse for that to do what's the bird's name from Cocoa Puffs?
Maybe I don't even know the name.
Yeah,
I just know the slogan, the cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah.
Well, is it a cuckoo bird? Is that?
I'm not sure, but maybe they could reuse some of that. Definitely not like the head and the beak, but
yeah.
If one pops up, I'd be waiting on the other one to pop up soon too. Mm-hmm. Man, Jada is just knocking it out of the park with everything. And
Andrew, do you want a cereal mascot, Andrew?
Well, I don't know. Let's see.
We can get Green Giant.
Captain Crunch.
We got from Lucky Charms.
Lucky. His name is Lucky. The Trix Rabbit.
Oh, yeah. That's what RG said here. Trix Rabbit.
Yeah. Look at that. RG, why have we never met before? We're like the same person.
Yeah. Check out, if y'all haven't, check out RG's channel. Just RG, go subscribe. Some great finds, some great toy hunts. He also live streams. I make sure to check out his live streams as often as I can. RG is an awesome guy. But Stussy said, did you see that Jazzwares is doing pinless anime figures? Well, I need them to do Inuyasha figures, Stussy. I've got my lonely Inuyasha over here from, what's it called? Dasen Model. I need Inuyasha figures. Somebody do a Sesshomaru. I'm going to stop talking about anime before John pops up and starts calling me a weeb. But, yeah, man, Jazzwares is just, not Jazzwares. Jada is just knocking it out of the park with everything. I'm just messing with this Ryu right here, just on camera. Next, honestly, what I expect to see the most reveals, if there are any, or just updates, I'd say it's probably McFarlane, because the guy can't go a day without revealing a new Batman or something.
I
But
just saw a new Green Lantern like revealed on Instagram like 10 minutes before the stream. Like
yeah,
he looks more armored. Like it's more like a paneled armored padded costume, I guess.
yeah,
But it's another like Hal Jordan. Like I just saw that on Instagram. Like
he needs to
I
keep
feel like
doing
he
more.
all the time. Mr. Terrific, he just revealed one. Did you
Green.
see that?
I didn't see that one.
It comes with a soft goods jacket that in the picture he has it thrown over his shoulder, so he's like sleeveless with the Mr. Terrific T painted on his face, and in the caption of Instagram's post it says yes, he has a soft goods jacket. So I'm like, oh, okay.
And
Like,
McFarlane is
he's
killing
going hard
it.
for these people, these other companies.
Z-Man said, if Jada reveals they have the Mortal Kombat license, I will cry. Me too, Z-Man. I'm curious. So in the chat and you guys, if you have a preference on what Mortal Kombat game, because I would want them to do Mortal Kombat 2 the same way they did Street Fighter 2. That was what was iconic for me. I grew up playing it on the Super Nintendo. And fun story, my son he's 4 now. And when we went on vacation up to the mountains, in the living room of our cabin we were staying in, they had the 1-Up arcade Mortal Kombat 2. and
Nice.
and he played that thing like all week we were there, and my wife was like, should he really be playing that? I grew up on it and I turned out fine, right? It's fine.
He's 4. Don't they like rip the spine out of people in Mortal Kombat? I didn't play the game a lot, but I remember the characters I remember like coming into it were Reptile and like Katana and Melina. Which version of Mortal Kombat was that they
they had Katana, Melina. I don't think Reptile was in that one. I know it was, it's of course Sub-Zero, Scorpion, all ninja'd out. Actually, no, Reptile might have been. I'd have to double check, but it was.
I feel like he was a later addition. He wasn't in the earliest stuff. Like he was just another color option to Sub-Zero and.
Yeah. I know Smoke wasn't in that one yet, but I think he was like an Easter egg in the background of one of the levels. But yeah, it was. Please do that, because that's like my favorite version of like Sub-Zero. That's my mind's eye of all the characters and everything. So and I think who he loved playing as most was Baraka with the swords in his arms and the crazy mouth.
Your 4-year-old son.
He loved playing as Baraka. Yeah. So that was fun. But
if
Jada,
they were able to do Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter, like they would lock down everyone's money for the next 10 years, probably. Like that's crazy. That would be great.
A good company to get it. We just need a good company to get it.
Yeah.
Let's see here. And Z-Man said McFarlane did reveal a Simon Baz.
Who is Simon Baz? I'm bad at DC.
Let us know, Z-Man. Let us know.
Is that a Green Lantern as well?
I'm not sure.
Maybe. Okay.
I'd look it up if I wasn't just on my phone. Sorry, guys. I can't bring up his screen right now. I probably could, but it might drop me out again. And Stussy said McFarlane coming through with their pre-post action figures and articulated statues. Yes. And Damien said, good call, Z-Man. And Damien said he's holding out for Streets of Rage series. And Z-Man said Mortal Kombat 2, although MK1 never had any figures. Oh, really? Okay. Plus, I think they would go for Mortal Kombat 3. Was that a lot of the same designs, Z-Man? Because I'm not sure. I don't think I really played Mortal Kombat 3, so I just played the crap out of 2. And Art G said he just followed David and Andrew on Instagram. Thank you, Art. Reptile debuted Mortal Kombat 1, then was playable in Mortal Kombat 2. Okay, cool.
Oh, okay.
And Green Lantern Simon Baz.
Oh, okay. All right.
And
I know a lot of people are asking for Jessica Cruz. Yes, Articulated Heroes coming through. Yeah.
But what I think we're going to get an update on his Batman animated series line, because we haven't gotten an update in a while. The Wave. So he postponed the Wave with the Build-A-Figure Bruce, and we're getting Christmas Joker Wave, the Zeus Wave instead.
Oh,
That was
really?
supposed to be, yeah, the Bruce Build-A-Figure wave was supposed to be wave 3, but now he swapped it, and it's going
Who
to
was
be.
who was supposed to build Bruce? I forget.
I think it was Poison Ivy, and I know I was mainly mad because the Phantasm from Mask of the Phantasm was in that wave. It was
Oh,
him, Poison Ivy, and Bane, and I
okay.
can't remember who else. Somebody else.
Was it the Lightning Strike Batman?
No, that
Or
is
that's
actually
Zeus?
the Zeus wave. The
Okay.
Zeus wave is, I might be getting them mixed up. I can't pull it up here. Somebody correct me in the chat. The Zeus wave is definitely Lightning Strike Batman, the Christmas Joker, and the other two I'm drawing a blank on at the moment. But I know them all. Oh, Two-Face.
Okay.
Two-Face. And I can't remember the fourth one at the moment. Because,
Well,
again, we haven't gotten an update in a while. So,
I'm excited for the Zeus figure. Like that Maxi Zeus was like the closest thing to King Tut for me from like 66 Batman King Tut. Like that was kind of translated as a Maxi Zeus, delusional, thinks he's, old world king, you
yeah.
know, crazy
So he's
man.
a crazy dude.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm excited for the Maxi Zeus line. I would get that. And the Lightning Strike Batman is such an off the wall Kenner, like every version of Batman recreation that I have to get that. So I wonder why they would have swapped them. Maybe the Bruce Wayne one wasn't as like exciting for.
I think I heard two things. Sorry. Y'all let me know if this messes up my camera. But
Yeah, you're. Oh, okay.
well, I might
You're
have
back.
to try to pull up a picture right here. I'm not gonna be able to pull it up on screen, but at least for my to help me remember. So I heard it could be one or two things because when he first showed off that wave with the Bruce Build-A-Figure, just suited, it said pending licensor approval. So maybe there's a delay on that. And also I heard that maybe it was because there was a Bane in that wave and he was coming out with another Bane in just the in that 2-pack with the Nightfall Batman.
So you didn't put Banes on the shelf at the same time.
Yeah, but they're very different Banes. Okay, so the Build-A-Figure Bruce, it did say pending licensor approval. It was Hardak, so like kind of Terminator looking Batman, Poison Ivy, Phantasm, and Bane in that way. And
I liked Hardak Batman. That's actually was one of my favorite figures. I have that from the old line.
I can't remember. So the wave that's replacing it, the Zeus wave, is Christmas Joker,
Lightning Strike,
Batman. Who are the other two?
Was there a Batgirl or?
Yes, Batgirl. Okay. Batgirl and Two-Face. Batgirl and Two-Face.
Okay.
So that's a good wave too.
Yeah, I would dig. Yeah.
John, here he is. As soon as we're talking McFarlane, John pops up. Can't stay, but wanted to stop to show support for David and Andrew. Glad to see you're out there. Out of the clink, Andrew. John.
He might still be in a basement. It is very dark.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Stussy said another animated wave, but the previous one still hasn't been Jokerized. And Art says, if Jada stays with Capcom, he would love to see Rival Schools, Final Fight, Devil May Cry. Ooh, that's a good one. Devil May Cry. Bionic Commando. I could go on. What was the name of that one fighting game, Andrew, that me, you, and Greg used to play all the time with the sword? Soul Calibur. That's Capcom, right?
Yes, I think.
That would be cool. Give me a Soul Calibur line. That would be awesome. Little Soul Calibur subline. But with McFarlane, I do see him. RG said Namco. Oh man. Oh well. But anyway, I do see McFarlane maybe revealing some unanticipated stuff and having some more updates than other companies because he's just pumping everything out. And that's really, I guess, NECA. Oh, NECA. I know nothing about what NECA's doing right now. And we're going into Halloween season. But I think it's too late for them to come out with anything new for Halloween, right? Halloween's right around the corner. But maybe Christmas. NECA hasn't done a whole lot of Christmas figures, and a movie that my son asked to watch the other day because we don't have any internet, so we can't stream anything. So we're letting him pick DVDs. He asked to watch my favorite Christmas movie, Jingle All the Way. Somebody give me Jingle All the Way figures. I want Arnie and like his dad, the coat. I want him dressed up as Turbo Man. I want oh gosh, what was Sinbad and like the postal worker, like the hat. He can come with the bag and the little package that turns out to be a bomb. You can even give us the old cop that kept like that pulls Arnie over early, and then like he gets his bike knocked over, and then he's saying that the package isn't a bomb and it blows up in his face. That would be amazing. Get somebody. This is out of left field.
If they did a Christmas movie, I think that would be a high potential content for them to base a wave on.
You
from
could
just your description alone.
They could even give us like a bum mall Santa, like the guy that tries to sell him like the knockoff Turbo Man doll.
Who wouldn't want a bum Santa figure?
Exactly. Right. But man, I really Jingle All the Way. It's out of left field, but if any company was to do it, it would be NECA. Give me a Jingle All the Way line. It's out of left field, I know, but that next to a freaking Adam Sandler Waterboy line is like top movie wants for me.
And it's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like who's not more action figurable than Arnold Schwarzenegger? So,
and they've done his likeness because they've done the Terminator movies.
Right.
So come on, make it happen, NECA. Make it happen. That's almost forgot to mention that. That's my only thing for NECA. I
have a lot. I have a lot for NECA. I have a lot of wishes and hopes. Well, NECA Reminder is doing dinosaurs from the old sitcom from the 90s. Did either of you watch that show? Or were you Dinosaurs? That sitcom from the 90s?
A little bit. I was really young,
Yeah, I'm sure. It was a good sitcom, and they just need to do the core family. They've done the dad in a couple of different looks so far, and the baby, but they need to do, the wife and the two teenage kids just to round out the family. I would love to see that from NECA, more from Dinosaurs. They're doing the Sesame Street line, which is compatible with Muppets. So anything more that we see from the Sesame Street line, I know there was a rumored fourth figure they didn't show because each comes with a letter that spells NECA, and they only showed Bert and Ernie and the Count. So
Big Bird,
whatever that fourth one is, any of them would be amazing to me. Big Bird, Oscar the Grouch, Elmo, Grover, Cookie Monster, Snuffleupagus, anything would be amazing to see from that line.
I'm not in on that line, but I would definitely pick up a Big Bird. You kind of have to, right? You have to.
I'm definitely in for Bert and Ernie. I didn't do the pre-order, but the minute I see them land in stores, I'm buying that.
I know it's something completely different, but do you think they'd ever do a Barney figure?
I hope so. I really hope that they would. It's in that same vein of puppetry and children's television costume. I don't see why they wouldn't try to tackle that.
Yeah.
And then the other one that they're doing, it just went out of my head. Sesame Street. Oh, damn it. I'm getting old because it's
It's a line that NECA's doing.
Yeah.
Sesame
Street. Pee Wee Herman. Pee Wee Herman is was already shown, so I just want a follow up on when is he coming out? Are they going to do another character from that? You guys are familiar with Pee Wee Herman?
Yeah.
That show. Yeah. So I know that was old too. So I get it if you don't know about it. But he had that girlfriend Yvonne in the pink dress, and every piece of furniture in the house was like a character. So he had the chair, a big armchair named Cherry, and the genie head in the box that the door opened, and Lawrence Fishburne played the mailman, and like there's like a pterodactyl that spoke, and like there was all sorts of things, crazy things in that show.
I didn't
So
remember that.
yeah. So anything that they follow up with Pee Wee Herman, I'll just be happy with what Pee Wee Herman figure. But if they were to like even expand that world and like give you a couple of more of those support characters, that would be awesome.
Definitely.
So my big hopes for NECA. I mean,
Yeah, that's probably a lot more likely than my Jingle All the Way wish. But if
Don't
not
give
this
up.
year, eventually, NECA, please.
We'll get there.
Look,
Let's get there.
I feel like it would be decent timing, right? Coming closer to Christmas, a couple months away. So
I mean, NECA did the Christmas Story figure, right?
Yeah.
Of the boy, the little blonde boy.
I think so. Didn't they do a Home Alone something too?
Oh, maybe.
Maybe. I'm not sure. RG did say Storm Collectibles has Namco right now, as they did release 2 Soul Calibur figures already. Taki and Mystery. Okay. To look into that. Man, I just can't. Andrew, when we were at Cosmos the other day, he had a bunch of Mortal Kombat Storm Collectibles. And I was looking at them and they look great, but that scale is just, I just can't. I can't. It's, I talk crap about McFarlane being too big. Storm Collectibles is huge, but they look great. They look great. Articulated Hero says, I can definitely see NECA Jingle All the Way figures, right? Come on. Well, who do we need to contact? Somebody get me a contact with somebody at NECA so we can get them on the show and beg. I'll just beg. How much money? How much money do you want?
Well, I'm going to Comic-Con. So if I see somebody from NECA, I'll harass them for you for that.
Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All the Way.
If anybody goes to walk away with like 2 of anything, always in my mind, like, he got 2. all the time. Arnie,
that's your best impression of Arnold?
Oh my gosh. No, I could go overboard, but I don't want to embarrass myself on stream. As Damien said, don't laugh at my choice, but if NECA or someone reasonably could do that, the Addams Family original movie, that would be great, Damien. No, that would be amazing.
The original movie, meaning like the 90s, like Angelica Houston and Raul Julia and like Christina Ricci as Wednesday.
Yes, yeah. Man, that would
be great.
Why has nobody done that? And NECA definitely needs to do that. And Articulated Hero says NECA has done both Terminator and Predator, Arnie, so why not? Exactly.
Maybe you just need to buy one of those figures, Justin, and get somebody to make you like a Christmas sweater to put over Terminator or something.
Yeah, I'm so desperate for Jingle All the Way stuff. I've got Arnie as Turbo Man, like a Funko Pop over here. Man, come on, I love that movie. RG says, I can introduce you to Blaine from NECA if you want. Yes, please.
Oh, yes.
I think it's about time. We're in episode 9 of the live stream now. It's about time I have enough confidence once I have Wi-Fi back. Or if you missed the beginning, but I was using my hotspot at first, and now I'm just on my phone. I still don't have internet here, so it's been in and out and everything. So we're making do. Unlike some British people over there that cancel it because they have a cold. Cancel their stream. I don't know. But no, I'm just kidding. Go subscribe to Dan, who is a good friend. But yes, RG, please do.
Yeah, he's Blainer Things on Instagram, and I followed him for a long time. I love all the photographs that he would do and post, and he's doing good things at NECA. So, and he's doing something he loves to do. You know, like it doesn't feel like a job if you're doing something that you love to do. You know,
exactly.
I would love to meet him. Yeah.
Send me. I'm not subscribed. I'm not following him on Instagram. I don't think, David. Can you send me?
For sure.
This so I can follow him. If you harass anyone, harass Hasbro for not giving crouching figures like Nightcrawler toe joints. Yeah, that's fair.
I think I'm going to leave Shartimus to be the one harassing people about toe articulation. Shartimus has claimed that as his like big talking point, so I'm not going to try to rob him of that. But I hear you, and I see you.
Exactly. Oh, and here's I don't know if Jazzware's going to be there. Does anybody know if Jazzware's is going to have a presence?
I didn't notice, but I didn't look into that. I would love
more Pokemon figures, like update on Pokemon figures. We've got a few that have already been announced that haven't released yet because these come out in waves of four. I say 4 because it's always on the back of the box when you look, it's always 3 new ones and 1 re-release. And they've gotten to where they trickle out the re-release with 1 new one, and then the other new ones drop separately too. It's weird. They don't drop in whole waves. I really hope they squeeze as much out of the line as they can, but I'm kind of worried about the line because it's been going to clearance a lot. And man, Target will mark the pre-orders down. It's like this thing, I'd already gotten it, but while it was still on pre-order, it got marked down to $13.99. So the pre-orders went like that. Luckily, I already had mine in, so I paid full price, but whatever. I don't know. And Art says, did not see Jazzwares on the list. Oh, man. He said, I'm actually preparing for my live stream because I wanted to talk NYCC. Oh, nice. Nice, Art. Art, I'm always tuning in your live stream. I usually have to catch half of it on the replay, but I try to tune in. You stream, remind me what nights you stream. I need to write down on the calendar when everybody streams because I think it's important to, if I'm going to do this, it's important to keep up with what everyone else is doing now too. Not to imitate or anything. Just, I think it's important to know what everybody else is doing and also have contacts and everything and support each other. Like Art's here supporting me. You know, notice certain British guy, isn't it? It's okay. It's okay. He was here sleeping in the chat earlier. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, Andrew, is there anything that's come to mind that you're kind of hoping with NECA doing movie stuff? Is there a movie you would want to see NECA announce at some point?
No, so you mentioned Christmas.
Yeah.
Right. How about a Jim Carrey Grinch?
I thought about that.
Oh.
Why would we not have a Grinch figure? You know?
Yeah. Even with the mask where he goes into town.
Oh, man.
I think it'd be
Andrew, that would be amazing. That'd be perfect. Why have we not gotten anything from that movie? And just Jim, even if they're having a hard time getting Jim Carrey's likeness, I don't know what would be easier for them to do an animated Grinch line, which I don't know.
Which one?
With the original.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's licensing issues with Dr. Seuss materials. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe that is a holdup.
Maybe.
But it seems like a natural thing to make a toy of, and of anybody to do it, NECA would be the perfect thing.
I don't think there's even any third-party Grinch figures or anything like that.
There's
not
one Grinch toy I've ever seen.
The only Christmas figure, I have one Christmas figure in my collection. It's the Santa Claus from Fresh Monkey Fiction. The original one. I've got that one in my collection.
I have Father Christmas from Four Horsemen.
Yeah, that's a good one. And not enough people. There's a lot of Halloween stuff from NECA, horror movie genre. It's easy to do figures from. Once you start the line, you can just keep going forever with all the different costumes and different incarnations. But they haven't really touched. They've probably done like a gremlin in a Christmas hat or something. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, we don't have enough Christmas stuff. And Art said, that's what I was thinking, Art. I didn't want to misdirect anybody. Monday nights. Trust me, I'm always catching replays. Yeah, it gets tough, man. I'm lucky enough where I work by myself all day, so I'm able to just have my AirPods in all day, and that's what I do. I catch up on live streams and podcasts and everything. So that's what I do with my work days. Also work, whatever. Damien said, have we ever had a Santa Claus, the movie Santa? Ooh, Tim Allen?
No, I think that's
no.
Or Tim Allen.
He said 1985.
Yeah.
See, my mind goes to. I'm not familiar with that.
I'm not either. I was 2 in that year. I'm too young for that. I'm finally too young for something.
But that's another one. God, we can go into all these Christmas movies. Tim Allen, the Santa Claus. That'd be great. I'd love that. But man, I want to see them dive into like something Christmas wise, because I feel that that's territory that only Fresh Monkey Fiction has touched. That's not, and that's like an indie company basically. I know they've gotten a little bigger. They've got a deal with Big Bad Toy Store. That's who they sell through. But the fact that nobody's doing Christmas stuff is crazy to me.
Well, NECA did National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, like the Chevy Chase figure, I think.
Was that an older one that was like kind of more statuesque, or?
It was probably like Mega Amigo style, like 8-inch, more dull, like soft goods in a plastic shell packaging, I think. Do you guys know that movie though?
The what?
That's National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's when he like plugs up the lights and
yeah.
Yeah. I like that. Damien said The Snowman from 1982. Again,
oh, wow.
Damien, I think you're a little older than us. Maybe closer to David's age, maybe. So I'm not. Yeah. You talk about a snowman in a Christmas movie. You know what movie? It's David. You were probably off in college or something at this point. But Andrew, remember the Jack Frost movie?
Yep.
Where the dad gets turned into a snowman. That
Who was in that?
Who was it? It was what was his name? I might disappear off the screen for a second. I've got to Google this.
Yeah, I can't remember.
But it was a live action movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's from the 90s.
College in the 90s.
Michael.
Thank you.
That's what it says.
It was who?
Damien said Michael Keaton.
Yep, Michael Keaton. That's who I was thinking it was.
Huh.
Yeah,
okay.
Michael Keaton was the dad. Yeah, man, that movie was kind of depressing, but that was a good movie. Damien said 44. Okay, you're right there. Probably a little younger than David then. That's
the disrespect. I'm here every week with you when Andrew's in a basement, when Alexi has to. Well, I don't even know what basement Alexi's locked in right now.
So, guys, Alexi's fine. He's in a better place. We'll miss him. He's in a better place. He's I mean, he's at dinner. He's dinner with some friends, and his significant other he's better than here. At least that's what John would say. So,
right.
But yeah, I'm excited. David, are you going to be in the group chat letting us know anything you see at NYCC?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna. I don't want to get there too early because like I've been to New York Comic Con before, and like I could probably do a circuit through all the booths and everything within 2 hours. So I don't want to like burn out on it and then have to linger and fill time until the Hasbro panel. So I'm probably gonna go around like 1:00 to start my day there, and then like 5:15 do the Hasbro panel, and like leave probably shortly after. But like a good afternoon there. I'm hopefully I'll get to meet up with Art G and Blaine from NECA and Kenny from Encounter Culture. Like we're gonna film something.
You said Damien's gonna be there too?
Yep, D-Blake Makes is gonna be there, so catch up with him. Try to convince him to make a little logo or something for me.
Yeah. Damien, D-Blake Makes, if you're watching this, I put in a request form through your website to see if you could, when you open up for commissions, just whenever, no rush, if you could do a big logo, like my logo for me. I'll put it proudly back there in my shelf somewhere on the wall.
Yeah.
I would love that, my friend. So
he does great work. So shout out D-Blake Makes. Like
yes.
Everybody go follow him.
Andrew, I'll send you his Instagram. He makes these awesome signs and everything, like just like logos, and sells them. And they're really, really good. I keep meaning I need to get some from him. So if he can do that for me whenever he can do my logo for me, I'll probably get a Dragon Ball Z one from him, a Marvel one, a DC one. Pokemon, yeah, because they're just great to, like, I've got these cube shelves, so just whatever I have in that cube, I could put the sign right there, like below it. and that'd be nice. So shout out D Blake Makes. So guys, that's all I really had to go over. I appreciate everybody watching. It was hectic. I knew it was going to be, but hey, we made it through. Only slight technical difficulties. And Andrew, like your Wi-Fi straightened up too eventually. So
It is what it is.
Yeah, it happens, man. It happens. I appreciate you being here. And Art said he always meets up with Damien too. Yeah, great guy. Great guy. And if anybody watching November, Retro Toy Con in Greenville, South Carolina area, come down. Me and Andrew are both going to be there. Come meet us and everything. I'll be wearing my Just Justin Collect shirt. I didn't wear it today. I meant to throw it on before I hopped on screen. Shame. I'll have stickers with me. I'll be giving out stickers and doing a lot of shopping around. I'll probably have my crazy son with me too. So, but if anybody can make it down there, just come say hey and everything. And I will probably be there that Saturday and Sunday. It's kind of like a Comic-Con, but I don't know if you follow Toy Federation on YouTube.
No, I haven't.
Their YouTube's gotten really large. So they're a toy store here in upstate South Carolina, and they're just a very large store. They basically anything you can think of, they've got it. The owner's a really nice guy. They launched their YouTube channel, and they're just knocking it out of the park. They're doing great. And it's probably been 5 or 6 years now, they host their own con called Retro Toy Con. They bring in all the vendors. They have it at a hotel. They've got the whole lobby out and everything. They've got the whole hotel booked for 3 days. And they do it there, so it's a little more intimate instead of at a big convention center, basically. And it's great. We find great stuff every year. I'm going Saturday all day and Sunday after I get off work. So I'm really looking forward to it. And
are you going to stream that night? It's a Saturday.
Yeah. I'll stream right back because we'll go early in the day, and I'm off work Saturdays anyway. So I'll go. I don't know if I'm going to record any content for it. I kind of want to, but I also like being in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's my struggle going this time to NYCC, because I'm like, I've never gone while I've been a streamer on YouTube. So like, I kind of feel like I need this to be a bit of a working event.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to balance that. So I'll figure that out.
Exactly. These events only come around a couple times, once a year. Each con is only once a year. Mm-hmm. So I really want to enjoy it first and worry about content second. Because I can always, I might be able to shoot some things and like bring it up on the stream later that night or something and talk about stuff. I'll definitely hopefully have some pickups. There's some stuff I didn't pick up last year that I wish I did. It's called retro. So it's a lot of 90s stuff, a lot of Toy Biz stuff. You never know what you're going to find, but it's also new stuff.
Retro, huh?
Yeah. yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of Joes, Transformers. Yeah, man, anything you can think of, they've got it. It's just whether or not you're willing to pay that price for it is the main thing. But that's why I always love to go Sundays, because Sundays they're packing everything up and you can really wheel and deal because they don't necessarily want to take everything home. So they'll cut you bundle deals and stuff like that. And you just shop around. It's great stuff. Last year, they had the whole voice cast from X-Men, the animated series, and the producers there. So I got to actually sit me and my son. My son was wearing a Marvel shirt or something. So we just stood there and talked to him. It was Sunday, so it was late in the day. There was almost nobody there. So we just got to sit there and hang out with the voice cast of the X-Men animated series. So it was really fun.
That's awesome.
And the guys from Savage Crucible were there. So I got to hang out at their booth and talk to them for a minute. And that was before their Wave 1 had launched. So they had prototypes there. So you never know who you're going to see. The year before last, it was the whole voice cast of was it 89 or 90s? I don't know. The animated series Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles voice cast was there. So It's fun, man. It's fun. But David, we will just live vicariously through you. It's next weekend. So
it's coming Friday. This coming
All right.
Friday.
So you're going Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, or just Saturday?
On Friday. Only Friday.
Only Friday? Okay.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to make it Saturday night. You're not going to be too exhausted, too tired.
Yeah, and I'm really gonna go and try to get some good content. I'll film whatever's at the booth, and then in that panel, I don't know if I'm gonna film the panel or like just observe the panel and then like maybe film something with Kenny after.
Exactly.
Like
Get some
recap.
good shots. Get some good pictures with
Yeah.
everybody. Have that Justin Collect sticker nice and visible too. So
Yeah.
right.
Right over Dan, whose face on the
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just remember, my friend,
Mhm.
enjoy everything in the moment first, content second.
Yeah.
And guys, that's it. Make sure you click the description down below. You can follow me on Instagram. Make sure you subscribe. Join the channel also if you want to be justified. I recommend it. There's perks and all that good stuff. And just hang out here with us every Saturday night. Consistent, 8:45, 8:55, as David would say. But make sure you follow David on Instagram. Alexi's not here with us, but his link's still down there. I believe hopefully Alexi will be back. I think Andrew might be back. Andrew might not be here. You'll have to wait and see. There were no super chats today, so I think he might have to go back in the basement. But guys, I appreciate everybody hanging out. And until next time, I got to figure out how to end this stream on my phone. I appreciate you guys.
Good time.